cloud. Going to the cloud. All right. Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Chuck Hanson. I'm going to be your host for the next 15, 20 minutes or so. And, what I'm going to do here this evening is I'm going to give you a couple of things to think about. We're going to go through, some facts and some figures. And more importantly, I'm going to give you a plan. Don't know if you have a plan. Don't know, exactly what you want out of life, but hopefully after this very short gathering, you'll have a better idea of what it is we do. Can't have $1,000,000 dream with a minimum wage work ethic. I love that phrase. So welcome to Valentis, the world's best home-based business opportunity. The world's best home-based business opportunity. And your path to a new life. And I really do mean that. It can be your path to a new life. Guys, everything that we do is all centered around our belief system. The kind of money we make, what we do for a living. I mean, it all has to do with our belief system. So, a couple of questions for you. In whatever you're doing to make a living now, can you earn an unlimited income? Probably not, right? You probably have a ceiling. Do you get paid if you don't work? Are you starting to roll and starting to laugh yet, right? Or do you get paid if you don't work? No, of course not. Are you your own boss? Well, some of you might think that you are. Just ask your spouse. And he or she will let you know. Do you earn what you're worth? That's a real good question. Do you earn what you're worth? What you really think you're worth? Are you satisfied with your life? And I just want to, I'd like to give you some things to kind of think about as we move forward. What would your life be like if you made an extra $5,000 a month? What if it was an extra $10,000 a month? I mean, 10,000, that's 120 grand a year. You're up amongst the top 2% of the income earners in the country. What would your life be like? What if you had more free time? What if you could travel the world? Are those some of the things that you'd like to have in your life? So I'm going to show you a way to get those things. It is possible, so I want you to pay attention as we walk through things. Little bio about myself. I've been in the traditional business for 16 years, owned an advertising agency. I thought I was fairly successful until a good friend of mine, a client of mine, kidnapped me and took me off to a network marketing meeting. Now, I would never have gone on my own. That was one place I had no inkling of wanting to be part of what I thought was, for people that couldn't go out and get a real job. Until I went to that meeting and I saw with my own two eyes people that didn't look particularly smart that were making more money monthly than I was making after 16 years of owning my own business. I paid very close attention that night. So I'm thankful that he kidnapped me, because that was the start of a brand new career. That was 1987. Brand new career for me. I'll never forget it. I joined the ranks of an industry I knew nothing about. I went home, told my wife that we were going to sell the business that we had worked on for 16 years. And she said, over my dead body, right? And after we talked for a few hours, she said, well, I know that you're hell-bent on doing this. And I said, yeah. And I said, well, she said, you can do it under 3 conditions. And I said, okay, lay them on me. She said, you can't talk to any of our friends. You can't spend any money, and you can't talk to anybody that ever might be our friend. And I said, okay, honey, you're the boss. I'm going with all those 3 conditions. And so that was the beginning of a great partnership in network marketing. I built teams all over the world. And that's where I get my joy, my excitement, and my enthusiasm is helping other people succeed. So I was semi-retired until May of 2018. I was also fat, right? I was the fattest I had ever been. I was 215 pounds, right? I had a 40-inch waist, trying to stuff into a 36 pants. That doesn't work very well. You have to open up your pants and zip down your zipper and, try to keep your pants up. And it wasn't very pretty. So you know, it was either lose some weight or buy a new wardrobe. And, you know, so I was looking for a solution. Again, I was looking for a solution, and, you know, lo and behold, I found one. So let me talk to you a little bit about your path, you know, where you're going. I don't know where you want to go, you know, but I'm telling you that success is a choice. It's not your age, it's not your gender, it's not your education, it's not where you live. None of those things are conditional on your success. Having a burning desire to succeed and the ability to follow a proven plan will make that journey a whole lot easier, especially when you've got people around you that are willing to help you every step of the way. You're not going to get rich by accident. Let me tell you, not going to happen. Never too late to start, never too early to start. I talked to somebody the other day that was just 18, excited about network marketing. And I said, why are you excited about network marketing? He said, I was told you guys make a lot of money and you can learn how to make money while you're sleeping. I said, oh, that's true. He said, well, then I want in. And so he's now in. So the journey is going to be awesome if that's what you want to do. I mean, if it really is truly something that you want to do. So don't know what your plan is, but I'm going to give you a plan this evening. I'm going to give you a plan that will put you on the road to a successful career in this industry if you want that. So we're going to talk about not enough money. We're going to talk about some of the things that are life that are poor choices and poor health. And we're going to talk about not enough free time. I mean, and I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, we can all overcome the money part of it. We can all overcome our health challenges. We can't overcome the time element. You see, we're all given a certain amount of time, and you never know when your time is up. So watching a video earlier today, and, you know, they talked about, you know, it's that, you know, you never know what's going to happen. And we see it happening all the time. You know, everything in your life is a decision, you know, based on a choice that you've made, right? A choice that you've made, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you want a different result, you've got to make a different choice. You can't expect to have different results and do the same thing over and over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. So, you know, if you want to do something different, you got to try something different if you want different results. Once you decide that you want things to change, and it really all is in your head, right? You got to decide that you want things to change, then nothing or no one will take that from you. I mean, you're going to be like that bull in the china shop, right? That you're going to make sure that you reach those goals in your dream. So if you're ready, let me share something with you. You know, for maybe once in your life, you're at the right place at the right time. And I don't say that to say that, you know, you've never done anything great, or, you know, the home-based business industry, I'm telling you, is on the verge of an explosion. And we see it happening every day. Now, it wasn't that way when I got started in 1987. In fact, my friends made so much, you know, ridiculed me so badly, I should have quit. But, you know, again, I had that determination. I saw those people, again, that didn't look particularly bright, that were making lots of money and having lots of fun. And that's one of the things that I wasn't doing. So, you know, I want you to be one of those success stories. And we just had yesterday, the company just celebrated their 6th anniversary. And we had a birthday bash online, a broadcast for 9 hours, if you can believe it, that came off awesome, without a glitch, for 9 hours, speaker after speaker after speaker after speaker after speaker all around the globe, and story after story after story after story. And, you know, it was really phenomenal to see. And we've got that link, and if anybody wants it, make sure they get a hold of me and we can get you that link so that you can see it. So like I said, I was semi-retired, but I got into Valentis to see how many more people I could help. You know, I want to see people take back their life. I want to see people living their dream. I want to see people doing the things that they've always wanted to do, that they've got a passion for, but may have been held back because they didn't have the money. They had to work for a living and all of those things. I'll show you how you can have massive success. So let's talk about one of the things that we never talk about in these presentations, and that is the fact that, you know, a home-based business is the best thing that you can ever possibly, if you're a W-2 income earner, means you're working for somebody else, they give you a W-2, you have no tax deductions, right? See, there's a set of rules for people that are employed, and there's a set of rules for people that are self-employed or own a business. According to the Tax Reduction Institute, the average W-2 earner can save $3,000 to $5,000 a year or more, depending upon how much money you make, by just having a home-based business. So, you know, if you don't have a home-based business, that's the first thing you got to do. And I'll tell you what, we've got the best one in the world. I already told you that, the best opportunity in the world. Lots of things you can write off, part of your home office, right? Your internet, your phone bills, your health insurance premiums, some of your meals, all of your travel. I traveled the globe over 6 million miles, and guess what? Uncle Sam paid for it. He was happy to pay for it, right? He paid for everything: vehicle use, interest, publications, subscriptions, education, business insurance, all of those things, even the startup costs of starting a business, you can write off. So without these deductions, you know, you're really paying too many taxes. A lot more deductions. I'm not a CPA. I hire a CPA that takes care of everything for me. Go talk to one. He's going to tell you right away. Hey, and for $20, listen to me, for $20, you can start your own home-based business and a unlimited income opportunity. Hey, there's my friend Smiling Dave Jordan. He's the one that called me in May of 2018. He must have seen that I was fat because he called me and he said, Chuck, we've got the most amazing product that we're launching right now. It's a weight loss coffee. And I thought, well, I said, I'm looking for a way to lose weight. I'm not interested in Dave in building any teams, but I am interested in losing some weight. So I bought some coffee. And I thought, what the heck? You know, I got nothing to lose. So I started drinking 2 cups of coffee every morning, and lo and behold, lost 9 pounds the first week. Noticed I didn't have any appetite. My appetite, my cravings were gone. My energy was at an all-time high. And now I lost 9 pounds, got my attention. I started paying very close attention then. That month I lost 18 pounds. I started to fit back in my clothes again. You know, it's been now a little over 2 years. I've gone from 215 to 175. I bumped up to about 180 and went from a 40-inch waist to a 32, bumped up to now about a 33. So, you know, I'm in the best shape of my life at my age, 52. So, you know, what I did, guys, is after I lost that 18 pounds, I called Dave and I said, Dave, you know what? I'm going to come up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota and spend a couple of days with you looking at the company. And I did that hoping to find a reason not to do this. I wanted an excuse not to do Valentis. And I thought, this is as good an excuse as I can possibly get. I can say I went there, I looked at everything. No, it's not for me. Well, I found just the opposite, right? I found a company that was debt-free. I found a guy that was running a very tight ship that had overcome all the odds, because 98.9% of the startup companies in the first 2 years fail, and he had overcome that. He had overcome that death spiral that most companies get into. And yesterday I said we just celebrated our 6th birthday, and there were thousands and thousands of people watching this 9-hour broadcast, texting me and emailing me and, you know, did you see that? And yeah. So, you know, guys, I made a decision 2 years ago after spending 2 days with Dave that I would get involved with Valentis. And, you know, it wasn't so much that, well, let me tell you, it was because there was going to be a lot of money to be made. I mean, there was going to be a lot of money to be made, and I'm just not one to pass up those kind of numbers. And you know, in 2019, we grew by 525%, and that big push is just now starting. So if you talk about timing being perfect, couldn't pick a better time in the world than to get started. When I got started, it was a little early. When Rick and some of the other guys got started, John Haramza got started in the very beginning, that was the risky time. Now it's a, you know, not much risk, but a huge upside potential. So let me talk to you about our products. Dave started with 4 products. We now have 27 or 28 or something like that. But I've got 5 or 6 products on here that make me feel better, have made me lose weight, give me more energy, make me look better, right? Have less wrinkles. You know, I look like a kid again. So, you know, what can I say? If it weren't for these products, I certainly wouldn't feel the way that I do. So I'm going to encourage you to go to ValentisProducts.com. Go take a look at all the products. We just came out with 2 brand new ones. One is called ThermoPerk. Now, this is a product that I have to brag on a little bit. I've been taking it, I was taking it about a week before the Birthday Bash event, and my energy was off the chart. I mean, I was getting so much done. My wife was saying, "What are you doing? You know, are you on drugs? You know, what's going on? You won't stop." And I was going, you know, but no increase in heart rate, no increase in blood pressure, no increase in any, just my energy level was up and my mood was good and I was happy and I was energetic and I had no appetite, none, right? I took 1 pill in the morning with a cup of our Thermo Roast coffee. And I was talking to the formulator today and I said, Kevin, I said, you know how people are, you know, if 1 is good, 2 is probably better. And he said, well, you know, 2 is better. And so I'm going to tell you guys that if you decide like I do, now that product is just now being shipped, but if you decide, you know, use my philosophy that 2 is better, then don't drink the coffee, right? You just take this. And he said, now, if you're a big guy or a big person and want to lose some weight, 2 and a cup of coffee, you're golden. So I just want to set the record straight. Now, I don't know anything about the other product, but from what I hear, and I've heard the formulator talking about it, I mean, it is an awesome, awesome product. So I've got to learn a little bit, but those are the 2 newest products, and those are just in pre-launch stages. You can only order 1, and there were only 1,000 bottles of each. So by now, I'm sure they're gone. So, but get your hands on some of that ThermoPerk. It's definitely will perk your day up. So, hey guys, you know, for the last year and a half, we've been working on a way to show the compensation plan. See, the one thing that I can assure you of is that network marketing compensation plans are usually more complex than, you know, anything anybody has ever seen. You have to be a mathematician, and then you have to be able to decipher all of those things to be able to figure out how you make money in this industry. And that's why a lot of people fail. They just never figure it out. So what we've done is we put this into a format that is in a very easy to understand. So what we've done is we've given you a one-year plan, and it's the quickest and easiest path to a 6-figure income I've ever seen. And I'm not talking about a 6-figure annual income. I'm talking about a 6-figure monthly income. Now, if anybody wants to jump up and hoot and holler, yeah, that's okay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, just for a second, just think about it. What if you were making a 6-figure monthly income? I can tell you how I felt, right? I was hooting and hollering all the time, right? I was buying houses and buying cars and going on trips and and on and on and on. So it was a fantastic. I had to pinch myself every day to make sure that it wasn't a dream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an action plan. We're going to talk about how you get started. There's a lot of ways to get started, but I'm going to focus on one way because it does two things that I want to have happen. I want to max out the compensation plan, pay out the maximum amount of money to the person doing the work, and I want to give you a tool, a digital online marketing tool that easily would cost you $2,000, and you get that just by starting with that $600 business builder pack. So you got to also try 3 products every month. Yes, it's going to cost you $160. Yep. So that's just part of business, right? It's tax deductible. And then you've got to find one person every month that'll do exactly the same thing. And I'll show you how that, that growth will happen over the course of time. So if you're ready, let's get started. Like I said, there's lots of different ways to get started. And for those of you that just can't, for the life of you, figure out how to get $600, you can start at less, right? You're not going to get all the perks, right? You're going to leave money on the table. Let me just tell you that. And you're not going to get into some of the compensation components that you'll need in order to make big money, like the legacy bonus, the bonus pool, and so on. So the dual team income, you make less, but you can get started and then you can find the money. So we got a 1-pack, a 2-pack, a 3-pack, and then a 6-pack that you can get started. Here's the best way. The most popular is that business builder package. I told you, it's 16 boxes of product, and whoever invited you to watch this can help you place that order to make sure you get the right products, right? Make sure that you get back with that person and help them place that order. We got a bigger product for those people that own maybe a retail store, a beautician, a hair salon. I've seen them in all kinds of different businesses where they're making these products available. So, again, maxes out the compensation plan, free digital marketing system, and you're talking about a global business here, folks, with unlimited income potential. So let me show you something. Let me show you what the company puts out. They put out an income disclosure. And what this is a ranking, right, of pin ranks and the qualifications to get there. But what I wanted you to look at was the average monthly income. At Diamond, $3,000 to $6,000. Double Diamond, $75,000 to $12,500. Triple Diamond, $15,000 to $30,000 a month. A month, guys. $33,000 to $75,000 a month at Blue Diamond. Most people don't make $75,000 a year, let alone $75,000 a month. And there's more ranks above Blue Diamond. So there's plenty of money to be made. I'm going to give you this plan. It'll show you how to make Diamond in 9 months, not 9 weeks, not 9 days. The proper expectations. That's what I want to set up, is the proper expectations. So you see that it's consistent effort over time will get you to where you want to go, to Double Diamond in 10 months, to Triple Diamond in 12 years. Think about it. What if on our 7th birthday bash, you were now Triple Diamond making $15,000 to $30,000 a month? How happy would you be, right? You would be, like a kid in the candy store. I know, I see these people. There were a bunch of them on the broadcast yesterday that made Double Diamond, made Triple Diamond, and so on, and people with no experience in this industry. So Blue Diamond in 13 months. So let me show you how this works. You enroll one person each month that buys a business builder pack, commits to trying 3 products each month, and enrolling one person. So it just goes over and over and over. I'm going to give this to you in little small bite-sized pieces every 2 months. I want you to look at this. I want you to look at the team size, this line right here. I want you to look at the gross commission, the purchases. This business is all about a lot of people doing a little bit. And that little bit are those monthly reoccurring purchases of products that you're going to fall in love with. You're going to buy anyway. I mean, you might as well buy them and enjoy them and build a business. Here you are, you get started, you spend your $600 to get started. You sponsor and enroll your best friend, Tom, right? That month, you made $100. You made $100 by enrolling Tom. He buys a business builder pack, you make $100. Next month, you sponsor Jim, you make another $100, right? Except you spend 160. So now you're $560 in the hole. By month 4, your team has grown from 3 to 15. You've enrolled 4 people. You made $475 that month. You're now $285 in the hole. You spent 160, 160, okay? By the 6th month, your team has grown to 63. Not bad. This is setting up those expectations that it doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time, right? You made $1,000. So yeah, I mean, an extra grand coming into your household. You spent your $160, but now that money is not coming out of your pocket. That money is coming out of proceeds, right? Coming out of profits. So here you are. By the 8th month, you've enrolled 8 people. Your team is now 255 people. You made $4,250. Can you imagine? An extra $4,250. You're still working part-time. You're still going to that job that, you know, hopefully you like. Most of you probably don't like. And you've now made over $7,400, you know, since you started in that 8 months. Yeah, that's my Doberman in the background barking at something. By the 10th month, look at this, guys. You went from 255 to 1,023 people. And again, it's just everybody doing one. That month, you made your first 5-figure income. 5-figure monthly income. You're starting to go, all right, I made 5 figures, right? I can remember when I did. My wife looked at the check that I got and she said, obviously they've screwed up. You better take this check down to the bank right now and cash it, bring home the cash, because they're going to retract this check. And, you know, there goes the money. And I said, no, honey, it's okay. She said, go down to the bank and cash it. Well, being the husband that I am, I said, yes, ma'am. And I jumped in the car, went down to the bank, brought back cash, and we played with it for a while. So 10th month, you know, you've now made 32 grand. You know, by the 12th month, here's where it really starts to get good, right? It's that penny doubling effect, that compounding effect. You've sponsored and enrolled 12 people. Your team is now over 4,000. You got your first big 5-figure check, right? You've made over 135 grand in the last 12 months coming into your household. You probably quit that life-sucking job that was sucking all your energy out long ago, maybe the 9th, the 10th month. You know, you quit that. You said, that's it. I'm done with that. Whatever it was, I'm done with that. I'm just going to focus on Valentis all the time, and I'm going to really kick this into high gear. And that's what it takes. So by the 13th month, you just hit your first 6-figure monthly check. You know, and that is a great milestone, right? I mean, in this industry, we kind of keep track of, and we kind of lose track, quite frankly. You know, people say that I can remember talking to this one old boy at that meeting, and I said, you know, my buddy says, you guys make a lot of money. And he said, yeah, I'm making about 70,000. Well, my mind, being in business, said 70,000 a year, right? I mean, that was my perception. And he said, I said, well, I make a lot more than 70,000 a year right now. And he said, no, mister. He said, not 70,000 a year. I said, 70,000 a month. I go, are you kidding me? You don't look that smart. And I said, I'll tell you what, if you can do it, I can do it. Trust me, I can do this. And so it was one of those things that it was a learning experience, but this is a plan that anybody can do. It all starts with your commitment. You know, without that commitment, you're never going to start. And without the discipline and consistency that we're going to help furnish for you, you're never going to finish. So we're going to talk about measurable, predictable results. that will change your outcome. And that's what we all want. We all want a different outcome, but you got to put forth the work first before you get an outcome. You got to buy the Business Builder Pack. That's it. I mean, there's just no other way. $600. You got to commit for 12 months of doing just what I said. 12 months, you buy 3 products every month. You try 3 products, try them, try them, try them. Let other people try them, talk to people. And if you can't commit, don't start. And I'm not kidding, you know, just don't start, because it's not fair to you and it's not fair to the person that's showing you this. It's just not fair to anybody, especially you, right? Because it won't work if you're not committed. You got to create that 100 BV or that $160 a month 3-product loyalty purchase, which comes out automatically, right? I don't even have to think about it. On the first of the month, they ship me 3 products. I can change them, but they ship me 3 products every month, right? You got to create an ad budget if you can, right? If you can, for the next 12 months, minimum $100 a month. And I'll explain that in a little bit. And then share your decision. You know, it's like you just went into business for yourself. This is your grand opening, right? Share. What if you opened a pizza parlor? You would be telling everybody you know, hey, come down to Rob's Pizza. You know, yeah, that's what you got to do. Hey guys, I just started an incredible business with Valentis. You got to know all about it. You know, are you interested in losing weight? You interested in, you know, feeling better? Are you interested? You know, we've got so many products for all kinds of people. But more importantly than anything, and I heard it in both the videos that we watched earlier tonight, it's about courage, right? You've got to have the courage to leap out there and do things that are unfamiliar. But you know what? You've got us. We're your support system. We're the people behind your success until you can take over and become that person yourself. I want you to listen to Bishop T.D. Jakes. This is a video that I start with every day, and I'm not kidding you. I watch Bishop Jakes every day without fail, because you know what? It does take courage. It does take courage to be successful.
You got to have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything he put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? Do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like you forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some courage?
Is there one left in this entire Coliseum that's got the courage, right? I mean, and that's what we ask all the time. I mean, do you have the courage? We're going to help you. We're going to give you that courage. I know that you've got what it takes. You know, sometimes you just need a little push, right? A little help, a little confidence, you know, just to help you get started. So, hey guys, you know, it's all about a dream. You know, if you've still got a dream in your life, and a dream is nothing more than a creative vision of your life in the future. You know, I always had a dream. I always knew where I wanted to go. I just didn't know how in the world I was going to get there, but I always had my eyes open to make sure that if something came down the path, I was certainly going to look at it. And I still am that way today. I just keep my eyes open. And that's what happened with Valentis. I mean, I had no intentions whatsoever of doing this, but then it was so obvious to me that it was at the right place, at the right time, with the right products, with the right owner, with the right compensation plan, all those ingredients, all those things thrown together. I said, you know what? I'm going to be able to help lots of people get back their life. And that's exactly what's happened. So living the dream is possible. I want you to get back to the person that invited you to take a look at this information. And first off, thank them for, you know, at least sharing this with you. Whether you do anything with it, you know, is your choice. You could either choose not to. I could have said no 33 years ago. You know, I think about that sometimes. It's kind of scary. You know, I could have said no, and I would have missed a huge opportunity. Tomorrow, Tuesday night at 7 p.m., I want you to copy down this new Zoom ID number. It's 701-238-0137. We're going to talk about the Valtribe Blue Ocean system, our whole warm market and cold market funnel system. And I've got Rick Cotton and Jeff Finn that are going to be there. But more importantly, you're going to be there. Now, if you have participated in our co-op and you have some successes and you want to participate, text me. You got my phone number. Text me and let me know so that I can start to line things up. So, and I also want you to go to tribefunnels.com, tribefunnels.com, and watch that video that's up there. So great system, awesome system. And this is, you know, I'm not going to play John's video. Well, maybe I will. This is the system. This is the system that we give you when you start with that Ruby Pack. And we give you this system so that you can go show it to all of your friends. And then after you reach just a certain qualification, we call it legacy qualified, you can now then participate in the cold market or our co-op, where we go out into and we place ads in social media and so on. We've got a whole team of people that do that. But let me listen. This is 1 minute and 58 seconds, and I want you just to listen to John. John is the most awesome person. I mean, he is one of those very humble $24 million earners that makes $500,000 a month. And just a humble guy. He started, well, I'm going to let him tell you.
Stop what you're doing right now. Are you stuck in the old world, waiting for things to go back to normal. Folks, things are never going back to normal. Our world has changed forever. You need to understand the new world, what is working in today's world. You know, folks, our world has changed forever. And for those people that are stuck in the old world, resisting change and understanding what's going to work in the new world, people's behaviors, buying habits, everything has changed. You need to understand what it is, and you need to adapt. You need to adapt to the new world. Folks, I've just written a book called Network Marketing in the New World to do exactly that, to help you understand how to transition into this new world, how to win big. All you have to do is click on the link, and I will give you a free ebook so you can understand, move into the new world with excitement and confidence, and take advantage of what's happening right now. Folks, you may say, who am I to say this? Folks, I've been 32 years in this industry of network marketing. I've made over $24 million. And folks, I'm not a has-been. I just had my best year ever. Last year, nearly $4 million in earnings and just absolutely exploding. I study this industry. I understand this industry. I can help you understand the new world. Just click on the link, get your copy, Network Marketing in the New World, How to Win Big, and I promise you, it's going to make a difference. It's going to help you transition and win big in this new world.
So you'll be able to give away books. You'll be able to participate in the whole system. So, I didn't think this slide was in there, but let me talk about this. I mean, we all have firsts in our life, right? I mean, we all have the first girlfriend, the first car, and a few other firsts that we kind of take and pay attention to. And one of the things that I paid attention to, my first was my first million, and it happened in 1995. I had been in the network marketing industry at that time for 8 years, and that was, I had made a lot of money up until that point, but never $1 million in a year, and so that was a first for me. So, and that was the company I was with. And this is the house that we lived in when that first million happened in Paradise Valley, Arizona. We had an awesome time. I mean, in that company, we had our own Grand Prix team. We had our own offshore racing team. The owner of the company bought an island, right, called Beef Island, and he also bought the Pullman Mansion in San Francisco. Crazy. We had our own Indianapolis 500 car and our own team with Eddie Cheevers as our driver. Had an awesome time. And over the course of my 30 plus years, we've owned 12 homes all over the country, in and out of the country. This is our home in Austin, Texas, on Lake Travis. We were able to live wherever we wanted to because our income wasn't tied to a location, right? My income was coming from lots of different countries, and I could move anywhere I wanted to, and my income would keep going. The only problem I had was moving cars, which is always a big problem. But yeah, we had cars, we had horses. My daughter Casey, that's the last of 5. Happens when you stay home a lot, right? So anyway, last of 5, that's her, a little older, now she's 21, and that's our house we're in now. We had horse trailers and trucks, and we showed horses all over the East Coast. We're about a half mile from the Atlantic Ocean, so we ride over to the ocean. Our first house here in Wilmington, our beach house up on the island, a little north of us, in our penthouse in Grand Cayman. There's the penthouse background in my background. So, guys, I want to thank you for spending the last, I know it seemed like 3 hours, but it was really only 20 minutes. But I had fun. I hope you got enough out of it. I hope you got enough out of it to make an intelligent decision. We want you to join us. we're going to have a ball over the course of the next 6 years. And so I want you here for the 7th birthday, the 8th birthday, the 10th birthday, the 12th birthday, and so on and so forth. So with that, I want to say, God bless you. Thanks for being here with us tonight. And, you know, couldn't have done it without you. So with that, Mitch, anything else that we need to say?
Nope, I think we're good. Just fired up. Hey, Rick did a training on the Zeolite new product earlier, and I caught part of that. And I'm sure the recording is up in somewhere. And it was really good. Just kind of give you a good idea. Just give you a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and post it on the Success Team page whenever I see it.
Cool. Okay, guys. Well, hey, thanks for joining us here this evening. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., different code. Make sure that you get that and you join us on the Valtribe funnel digital marketing system call. And then on Thursday, we do another call, and on Saturday, we do a training. There's a whole schedule that we put out all the time. And on Thursday, we do 2, one at 8 o'clock, one at 10 o'clock p.m. So whole schedule is out. So with that, we're going to call it a night. Thank you for being with us. We'll talk to you all later. Night, everybody.